You'll dig this one, man. If you haven't watched this one, you'll dig it.
Pretty cool. Never seen that before.
Slitter, I feel like they are ahead on their presentation, aren't they? Yeah, I think it's not a bad call. I think maybe like one more minute, because there's like a 2-minute pre-roll thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think you're good to get her going. 10-4.
In this game, you gotta have that dog desire. The dog inside you is what drives you to finish. The dog drives you to dominate. When it's one-on-one in the hole, when it's one-on-one and the ball is in the air, that dog makes the play. In this game, the bigger dog wins.
Welcome down on the floor at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. It's the site for the Ron Newman Cup Quarterfinals Match 2, the San Diego Sockers and the Milwaukee Wave. Alongside former Sockers great David Banks, Craig Elston on hand with you. Banksy, of course, the 1991 MISL Rookie of the Year, and here we are 31 years later. You're a rookie again, my friend.
Yes, I am, and thank you for the invitation. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get here, but I'm here now and I'm ready to go.
Well, So are the Sockers and the Wave. If you missed it on Thursday, San Diego went to Milwaukee and took match one in dominating fashion, 9-2. So the Sockers, with one more win, move on to the semifinals. But as you know very well, David, to get a veteran team like Milwaukee out, that last win's going to be the toughest.
No, exactly. I mean, I know they went there, had a great performance. I think the Milwaukee, they've played each other, what, twice, was it? Score's been, I think, 22-4 over the two contests. But we can't rule out Milwaukee. You know, the quality team and the veterans, Ian Bennett and Marcio Letti, wherever he is. I can see him over there. He's going to be prepared tonight, ex-Sockers player, so he's going to want to prove the Sockers shouldn't have let him go, you know.
And for the San Diego Sockers, Craig Childs, he's back in the lineup, 2 games back, just knocking in the set pieces, handling the power play. At this stage in his career, the veteran knows exactly what he needs to do.
Yeah, I mean, he's just class, isn't he? He's first class. So coming off the bench for 5 minutes, scoring 2 goals, what more do you want, you know? He's a true leader and a veteran of this league. And we're going to rely on him tonight. I think he's going to step up. You know, he's really going to step up. I'm looking forward to watching the game.
We're going to come back with you. We're going to bring you the starting lineups of this one. Melissa May will join you with an on-field report, and we're going to have the opening kickoff. It's match number 2. Can the Sockers close out the Wave? We find out next right here on Twitch.
Here at Front Wave, our members are built different. They don't just talk of success. They roll up their sleeves and get it done. And with serious value on banking, lending, saving, planning, Front Wave is right there with you. So dream big. We got you.
Your team. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco, next level performance.
Well done, Jacko.
Soccer's great Jacques Ladesseur on the floor, bringing some great fortune to the Sockers, we hope, this evening with the performance of tonight's national anthem. And we welcome you back inside Pechanga Arena, San Diego. It's the Sockers, the Milwaukee Wave, match 2 of this Ron Newman Cup quarterfinals series. The Sockers leading the series 1-0. Alongside David Banks, Craig Elston here with our TVX video crew. And right now, let's welcome in the third member of our broadcast team. Go down to the floor and say hi to Melissa May.
The Sockers defense is one of the most. The Sockers are one of the most difficult teams to defend in the entire league because they have so many offensive weapons who can obviously score. And while teams are working on shutting down the likes of Brendan Escoto and Tavoy Morgan, Charlie Gonzalez is quietly establishing himself as one of the most dangerous offensive players on the Sockers. He has currently racked up 12 points in his last 4 games. 6 goals and 6 assists, including 1 goal and a pair of assists in this last Ron Newman Cup playoff game against Milwaukee. We'll see if he can keep up that pace tonight. And as well as the Sockers offense is at putting points on the board, the Sockers defensive unit is just as good at preventing teams from putting points on their score line. And they are getting back a piece of their defense with Guerrero Pino returning to the lineup tonight. Craig, Nate, back to you.
Thanks so much, Melissa. We'll check in with you with some halftime and post-match interviews as well. But Banksy, Melissa, breaking a couple of lineup changes there. Guerrero Pino, who had missed the last 2 games with a calf injury, and previously to that had missed 3 games with a concussion protocol. He is back in the lineup. He has passed all his tests. He is in the lineup tonight. And also, this is great news, Felipe Gonzalez is back. Felipe just drawing into his 16th game of the year. He's actually taking the place of his twin brother, Juan, in the starting lineup tonight. But I always say it, he's one of the smartest players in this league. Felipe's one of those guys, a glue guy. He knows what to do. He knows the right run to make. He knows when to be a defensive presence and when to come up the floor. So Sockers get 2 very intelligent, experienced players back in the lineup tonight. Well, my friend, up here in the broadcast gantry, top row, north side,
Pechanga Arena, San Diego. You see our soccer retro kits. What are your thoughts on getting ready for the opening minute of action here tonight?
Oh, I'm loving it, mate. I can't wait. Can't wait. Hopefully we can do it in just this regulation, right? We don't have to go into a playoff at the end of regulation. But I'm looking forward. I'm excited. And thank you again for inviting me, Craig. I'm really excited.
As a reminder, this is a best-of-3 series, but with a little bit of a twist. They played a full game in Milwaukee. Sockers won that one 9-2, put the win on the board. You play this full match 60 minutes. Whoever wins this one, okay, Sockers win it, that's it. They're the champs of the round. They'll move on to the semifinals. But if Milwaukee wins this game, regulation or overtime, then we will have the two clubs come off the floor, submit a new starting lineup, and play a knockout game, a 15-minute game that will be game 3 of the series. Obviously, you don't want it to get to that if you are San Diego, and if you are the Milwaukee Wave, you've got to get to that. So the Wave have to put out their ultimate best effort. Our officials today brought to you by Capelli. Capelli is the official outfitter of MASL game officials. It's Josh Wilkins and Arturo Ibarra on the floor, and we are underway with the Sockers and the Milwaukee Wave, and immediately a ball out of bounds. San Diego wearing their retro gold kits with the blue Sockers diagonal from right shoulder to left hip, the blue shorts, the yellow socks. They're running right to left across your screens wherever you're watching us on Twitch, whether it be on your phone, your laptop, or maybe you're casting it over to the big screen in the living room. We welcome you. We welcome you in the Milwaukee Wave watch party at the Mosh Performance Center. Hope y'all are having a good time. Settle in. We are hoping to bring you a broadcast that you'll at least enjoy, if not the result, the performance in between. Tavoy Morgan over to Leonardo de Oliveira, and the Sockers possess in the opening minute of action. Cardenas with a pass knocked down by Stuart Grable, recovered by Charlie, and Morgan keeps it alive over to Cardenas. Sockers holding the ball. Leo, the MASL assists leader this year, the pass master. 33 in the regular season, 2 so far in the playoffs. Leo stepping to that right foot, had an edge for a moment. Ian Bennett stays with him, turns back to face goal. Cranks up a shot that Grable blocks into the corner, and Cerda keeps alive. First minute off the clock. No score, Sockers and Milwaukee Wave. This is the 3rd overall meeting of the year. The Sockers and Wave met once in the regular season here, and it's almost really, Banksy, not a score that we want to talk about, especially from the Milwaukee standpoint. It was 13-2 San Diego, but I was looking back at the score sheet from that night, and about 8-9 players were injured and out of the regular lineup for Milwaukee that evening. They had officially listed 11 as being out that night, but most of those players who were not here on February 27th when the Sockers ran the show, they are here tonight. Guys like Andre Hain, Marcio Leite, Mario Alvarez, Jonathan Bashar, all in the lineup, and several of them out on the floor right now. Juan Manuel Rojo and Guerrero Pino. Always great to see number 5 back in the lineup. He and Mitchell Cardenas, the primary on-ball defenders for the Sockers. Good read by Jonathan Pachar there, the Brazilian, anticipating that pass. It forced the Sockers back through their goalkeeper, Boris Pardo. 2nd minute gone. No score. Here's Childs. Greg Childs' first shift of the evening. Brandon Escoto. Leite knows what to do. Faced him in practice many times as Escoto rolls on the floor. Play continues around him, and now a whistle will sound as Escoto took a knock. And let's see if we can spot on replay, David, what happened on this one. Well, maybe got his ankle a little twisted underneath him.
Maybe.
I think Brandon, who's excellent at drawing fouls and excellent at selling fouls, looks like he did hobble off a little bit there. He's asking for a quick look-see from Paul Savage.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Magic sponge. Magic sponge.
Christian Gutierrez now out on defense as Joey Capinos, the pride of Ludlow, Massachusetts, sends the ball up the floor. Mitchell Cardenas trying to chip him from midfield. Oh my.
That was unlucky.
Daring, at the very least, as you take a look at that brand new flight ball, introduced in just the last couple weeks, the official match ball of the MASL, designed and produced by Flight, expertly redesigned for the indoor game. Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. 12 minutes, 21 seconds left in the first quarter. The feeling out process here in match 2. underway. And a bad bounce over the head of Alan Garcia there. Christian Gutierrez trying to set up his fellow Tijuana native. Here's Leite. What a great individual Marcio Leite is on and off the field. The veteran came over to our broadcast position down on the floor to offer his felicidades as he was a very welcome teammate. He fit right in with the Sockers during his year here and instrumental in the mini game in the championship. Scored the match tying goal. Leite on the Sockers center circle shield. Over to another former Socker, Luan Salas Oliveira. Here comes LSO. Oliveira, the left footer, threads the needle to the middle, and there's the older Brasileño, Zé Roberto, gives it away. 8-on-8 violence here. And with the ball down, play on. Sockers see a rough touch there and well taken away by Alan Garcia. And now a pinball finds its way to Christian Gutierrez's foot. Those are the wild bounces that only this sport can afford. Here's Felipe Gonzalez, as we mentioned. Great to see back, number 6. Gets Leo perfectly on stride. Leo 3v2 for a moment. Leo got run down from behind by Javier Steinwasser. Well done. Now taken right back by Zezou. Roberto earned his spot in the lineup for match 2 as Rojo spots a runner, and unfortunately, the ball sails over the Soccer Loco logo on the short wall, out of play. But Roberto, 3 blocks in game 1, saved a ball off the line.
Yeah, great save, great save.
Tell you what, 43, but it's playoff Zay now. You get that different level. Looking to go out as a 6-time champion. He's already got 5 rings with the Sockers. Here's Oliveira. Make it Leite, pardon me. Marcio out to Alvarez. Mario Alvarez, a little room for Steinwasser. He's able to turn. Leo guarded him into the corner. Well played by Rojo to knock that one out. Christian gets fouled by Leite. In the NBA, they call those take fouls to deny a fast break. Take a look at the pressure here. Straight onto the chops.
Heavyweight.
Mitchell Cardenas has had a couple of assists from this spot on the floor this year. See if he can send one long. He does. He's looking for Childs. Childs brings it down, but he's got 2 men around him, including one of his former teammates from last year, Gordy Gerson. Alex Bradley, the Brit, coming in on net. Straight away, Bradley. Gerson shoots and twists that one into the high netting. Gordy, great chemistry guy, 14 goals this year for Milwaukee. Good comeback season for him. Morgan tried to let the ball do the work. Would have been a 3-line pass if he had encountered it. Joey Capinos brings it down. First 5 minutes gone. No score yet. Very different tenor to this match in the first 5 than what we saw at the UW Milwaukee Panther Center on Thursday, David, where really Milwaukee was pressuring the net in the first quarter. Outshot the Sockers 11-2. Had a number of good chances. Pardo was just dynamite, and then San Diego scored an early goal against the run of play with Tavoy Morgan. Here's Mario Alvarez picking his pocket as Pee-wee. Luis Ortega. Pino punted it out, and that ball too far for Gutierrez to handle. Tyler Turner now. The rookie bringing in IB26. Jumping the route was Cesar Cerda. Cerda having another terrific year, and that was a handball. Should have been. Instead, it's a Hain goal. And this could be an interesting choice, and they will. The Sockers are going to spend their video review right now, and they are going to, and I believe a handball is not one of the reviewable plays according to the conference call I was on earlier this week. And if that's so, it's 1-0 Milwaukee on a truly unfortunate play. Now, however, these officials ran immediately to the booth, so maybe they're checking this themselves. Let's take a look and see the replay of the ball pop up and hit Ian Bennett in the hand.
Yeah, it's foot to hand, so he's probably just saying it wasn't intentional.
Definitely
so
hits his arm.
Foot, yeah, but it fell right in front of him. So I mean that's gaining an advantage, and obviously they scored from it. So yeah, I mean I would call that a handball.
And furthermore, it was going to go. The ball was going to go behind him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and that is no goal. It's taken away.
That's a good call. It's the right call.
So, if that is the Soccer's video review, it's as effective as you could have a review because it goes from 1-0 down to 0-0.
Yeah.
However, the Soccer's have no more reviews. Unlike baseball or football where you get your flag back, Soccer's spend it 6 minutes into the contest, and they better hope there's no egregiously bad calls the rest of the match.
No, each team's trying to figure themselves out right now. It's very back and forth, possessive-wise, but, you know, hey, playoffs.
Here's Morgan trying to split that double team as he did a couple of times in the most recent homestand. That ball, Steinwasser gets taken down. And the foul on Felipe, easy call. And the restart coming for the Waves. So the first goal wiped out because on replay, clearly easy to see, Ian Bennett with a handball there. Now Leite with a quick restart and a great pass, sending in number 7, Daniel Matos. Back to Bradley, and now Leite works the left wing. He's got Gutierrez on him, and he's got Brandon Escoto watching. Over to Oliveira, Luan Oliveira. Back to Leite, to Brasileños working together. Bradley, the Brit, in between. Oliveira with Felipe on him. Step into his dominant foot, the left. Coming back to the right. Wall pass blocked away by Rojo. Felipe in the corner trying to dig it out amidst 2 black and yellow. And the foul called to deny an obvious scoring chance. 8:15 left in the first. There you see Boris Pardo, and what a year he has had in the regular season. 21 starts, 19-0-1, 420 goals against average to lead the league, 731 save percentage. Led all full-time goalkeepers in the league, and all he did was stop 17 of 19 Thursday in Milwaukee.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Victor Negura.
He will take.
Can we compare that?
He will take that praise and run with it. Negura, maybe the greatest of all time.
Absolutely. And he played for Milwaukee too.
He sure did. As the Wave announcers mentioned on the last broadcast, he had a season in Milwaukee where he was the regular season MVP, the All-Star Game MVP, and the playoff MVP, and the goalkeeper of the year.
That doesn't surprise me. He's better than some of the outfield players too.
He was a forward.
Oh yeah.
Here's Morgan.
Nice.
Lovely ball. It's Zizou off the post. Roberto trying to light this crowd on fire. And a whistle in the corner and a foul on Zay. Great opportunity and good eyes to spot him too.
Good save.
Yeah, very well.
It was a great save.
Bennett. Ian Bennett's 28-match goal streak was so deeply in jeopardy on Thursday. And then the Sockers took a blue card with 1:20 left in the game, and Bennett scored a power play goal to make 9-1, 9-2. And thus the streak went from 28 to 29. Hey, listen, Joe DiMaggio along the way had a ground ball single in a blowout game in the 8th inning to keep his streak alive. Next whistle or out of play ball will get us to the media timeout. Still looking for the first goal of the match. Sockers would love it on this run of play. It's Cardenas surveying from the outside. 1 goal, 9 assists on the regular season. Leo cuts this one through the middle. That went off Gerson. Cesar trying to track it down. Then Gordy goes down and draws the foul on Cerda. If Escoto is the guy who can draw a foul on San Diego, it's definitely number 3, Gordy Gerson for Milwaukee. Loose ball. Childs is going to pounce on this one. He's going to cut it back. Official was in his way too. Cardenas to Leo. 6.5 in a pedestrian first quarter. Charlie looking for that little push move. He does so well. Threads the ball to Childs. Greg under tough defense there from Tyler Turner. Back to Cardenas, who takes a measure of the action. And we'll bring it back to Leo on the right wing. Leo finds Cerda. Cruising past the Kaiser Permanente logo. Kaiser Permanente San Diego. Terrible ball by Cerda. Rescued by Childs to Leo. He scores! From a bad touch to a better touch to a touch to the back of the net. 1-0.
That's right. Capitalized on that. Excellent. Let's say got caught in possession. That's a great finish.
And it's all starting with the defensive work of Leo here, rescuing this bad pass. Little left-footed tiptoe steal. Childs and Leo make it look easy. Timeout, and we'll take a break as the Sockers get out on the good foot. It's 1-0 San Diego on Twitch.
All right, yeah, thanks, for sure, I'll be there. Hey, wait, hold on. I'm running by the field right now. You're never gonna guess. Dude, Medina's here. I think he's trading for a comeback to the Sockers.
What are you talking about? Medina? He retired 2 years ago. He's too old, bro.
Oh, dude. You're right, bro. He's too old. Okay, so that barbecue, yeah.
Don't wait for the pain. Call your Cairo today.
Dr. Corey's office, how can we help you?
Oh, I got this. Let's get him in.
Okay, sounds good, Mr. Medina. We'll see you shortly.
Welcome to our new home for the MASL on Twitch. Make sure to make yourself a free account. Follow this channel right here, MASL_soccer, to join the watch party in the chat. Great time to get your, follow me on Twitch at 619 Sports. We'll jump into the chat from time to time. Not a lot during the run of play, you know, just we're here to provide the game broadcast. The Word's Eye View. Greg Elston, David Banks, our TVS video crew. Melissa May down on the floor. 1-0 Sockers. Leonardo de Oliveira with his second goal of the playoffs from Craig Childs at 9:06. Look out. Chance for more. And from behind, Christian Gutierrez comes up with the big tip block of LSO. It'll be a corner kick opportunity for Milwaukee. This is something I got to say, Banksy, the Sockers struggled at the end of the year with set-piece defense. See if they cinch things up here. Leite bangs it off the wall. Pinball try. Second chance. Rojo chests it down and lifts the ball out. And it's a foot race, but Bradley's got the edge. And they'll send it back to Joey Kay. Oh. Now bad touch. And this one rescued by Gutierrez on the run. Then Pino will get called for a foul. Quick restart by Leite. That one blocked, and they say, hang on. You didn't give him enough space for the free kick. That's the smart call and the right call by Arturo Ibarra. Two men on the floor, Wilkins and Ibarra, and we have a College of Cardinals assisting them. Brian Elliott, Arnold Baldo, Ramiro Delgado, Dennis Vargas, David and Lee Popejoy. I don't see them all in the box. They must be hanging out somewhere. 5:22 left in the first. Sockers got the first goal. And look out, LSO, great chance here. Still digging through, and it'll be top of the arc. It should be top of the arc. That's a missed call by Wilkins. Yep. As at least I saw it with my, and now they'll fix it. As Ibarra steps in to help, you can see on the replay as Oliveira almost got in, and really nothing that Rojo could do, but line drive the kick out of there, and he was unfortunate to have the short glass. Serta's begging for a deflection, and they'll continue to talk about it. Serta wearing the captain's armband along with Craig Childs, so he has the right to come in without getting a yellow. But that protest was like my attempt to rebut my parking ticket at City Hall on deaf ears. It's Leite. He'll cross it to the left wing, off the wall. So Pardo, I think, did get a touch on that.
I think he got a leg on it.
Leite tried to line it up, and his ex-teammate Leo with another block. Sockers had 18 blocks at Milwaukee, led by 6 from Cesar Serra, his season high. Capinos across midfield, and a terrible kick. Sails one into the high netting. Says sorry about that, and heads back to his net. Here's the strong arm by Pardo, and that one rattled off the head of Grable. Now Felipe, boy, that's the third foul Gordy's drawn in the first quarter. Person quick to the floor and right back up. Never-ending ball of energy and enthusiasm, such a positive influence. Here's Pachar. And Alvarez. Mario sends it into the corner for Matos. Daniel Matos, good wall pass. Skipped through, however. Gutierrez was able to get the second bounce and take it out. Gonzalez and Escoto up top for San Diego. There's Gutierrez. Ball hopped up on his leg, so he couldn't spring the counter right away. Sometimes it is the randomness of that touch, whether it's trapped and controlled or whether you have to settle a hop. Boris Pardo on the back saying, tranquilo, tranquilo. Settle things down, slow things down. This is the pace the Sockers like to play. 4 minutes left in the first. Get that first one, wear them down, get that second one. That's kind of the Sockers' long-standing philosophy. Earlier today, it was Florida finishing off St. Louis. That's our first completed quarterfinal. Congratulations to the Tropics advancing to the semis for the second straight year in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs. High pressure now from the Wave. Can Childs bring this one down? He looped it artfully out of the air. However,
it's a nice build-up now. It's a good build-up. Sucking them in and then playing over the top and trying to get Craig isolated there so they can run off him. It's a great ball.
Here's the big man, Andre Hain. Ball skipped past even his long reach at 6'3". Serta working the northern wall. Serta stepping to the middle of the floor. Serta continuing his run. Got a little bit of a grab from Alvarez. He sends in Charlie. Charlie zigzag touch of the ball. Feeds Gutierrez on the wall. He'll crank a shot, and it's blocked by Leite with ease. Now Escoto gets an opportunity to see if he can do some of his magic. Churras is his nickname. Escoto, 3 or 4 fancy touches. Bennett stayed right with him. Now getting the ball back, hopping over a man. Here comes Churras into the middle, looking for Morgan! Just wide. Great ideas. Rojo now. 2:40 left in the first. Zay and Pardo. And Adrian and Los Brujos de 78, our supporter section, getting things rattling. Oh boy, out of play. That's going to be another defensive clearance on Juan Manuel Rojo. Here's a look at what Churras was doing, David.
Yeah. Quality, yeah. So nimble, isn't he? Great technician.
Phil Salvaggio calling out the defense. Second chance here. Great chance for Milwaukee. LSO. Back heel. Leite. Corner shot. Too high by Matos. And Boris Pardo applauds. Good job holding the frame for San Diego that time. We've seen, and it's, you know, Giuliano Oliviero, great head coach, one of the top head coaches in the league. He's a great player, of course, as you know as well. And you can always tell, as a guy like myself who watches film, Banksy, when someone else watches film.
Yeah.
And Oliviero clearly watches film. That was an exact play that Utica used to score earlier in the year against San Diego on the set piece. And he put it in the playbook for Milwaukee.
You've got to do your homework, that's for sure.
Here's Morgan. Tavoy had 2 goals on Thursday. That's 7 in 2 games against Milwaukee. Once Tavoy gets started, he's hard to stop. He's got 3 men around him and still got the ball away with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Now he's got a great chance, trying to spin it to his left. Back now, Cardenas lines it up and cranks it off the frame. Rescued back to Leo by Cerda. Leonardo de Oliveira has the goal. He's feeding Tavoy, his best buddy on the club. Pinballed away. Cerda shoots it to the back post. Leo will recover with 90 seconds in the quarter. Wall pass. Pee Wee on the sharp corner. They were looking for a handball there. All the way back out to Pino. And now Cerda, and there's 80 seconds left. A 1-0 quarter so far. Sockers would love that late Sockers magic. All 12 seconds from the Sockers magic minute. Here's Cerda. Cerda, as Gordy tumbles and recovers. Cerda sits in the corner. Pee Wee to Leo straight away, and here it is, minute 15 live at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Leo, left to right move. Little fancy soul roll, cuts it into Childs. Back to Leo. Grable got in the way, well done. Back to Childs. His shot blocked by Steinwasser. And with Grable on the floor, and he looked like he was a little bit in discomfort, Childs scores!
Great ball.
Leonardo, the pass master, found his buddy Childs, and it is Sockers magic. A goal with 40 seconds left to make it 2-0.
Great ball. Yeah, great ball. Very patient in possession there. They must have had possession for about 2 minutes. Great finish. Poacher's goal, right?
Yes, sir. At 14-20, the type of goal that deflates a road club.
Yeah.
Craig Childs with his third of the playoffs. Leo, 2 points in the quarter. And now a no-mistakes shift for San Diego. They put their best defense out there. 3 defenders, Felipe and Christian Gutierrez. That is the lineup to put on the floor for the shift after you score a goal right there. 25 seconds left in the quarter. It's Leite. If anyone can create something, it's him. Marcio drives it off the wall. Well read by Serta. Bennett stepping up. There's 11 seconds. Ian Bennett gets a touch on the ball. Asks for it back from Pachard. 7 seconds left. IB fires off the crossbar from well behind the red line. The league's leading goal scorer tried for a golazo to finish things off. But the crossbar held firm, and so did the Sockers defense. 15 minutes complete from Pechanga Arena, San Diego. And the Sockers leading the Milwaukee Wave 2-0 despite the best efforts of IB 26. Second quarter next on Twitch. Greg Elston, David Banks, and our TVX video crew here with you to get ready for the start of the second quarter. It's 2-0. San Diego Sockers lead the Milwaukee Wave. Already a proud day for the Sockers organization, Banksy, as earlier this afternoon in Muskegon, Michigan, the San Diego Sockers 2 defeated Cleveland Crunch 7-4, ending the Crunch's undefeated season and handing Rene Ortiz and SD Sockers 2 their second MASL 2 championship. And what a game it was. Iram Pollo Ruiz, the busman's holiday with Sockers 2, prepping for that one potential match he could play for us in Mexico, had a first half hat trick. Ishmael Rojo was named the MVP of the championship series, the big brother of little Juan Manuel Rojo that we see down here. Congrats to Rene, congrats to SD Sockers 2. Only one loss all season long. And they go into Michigan, they beat the Crunch. The Crunch were the heavy favorites according to folks who followed M2, and SD Sockers 2 showed you it's a different level.
Yeah, no, it reminds me of the old, was that the 1990 replay, right?
Yeah, the Auto Trader Soccer Reserves.
Right. Yeah.
That's where Rene Ortiz was got his start.
That's right, yeah. Well done. Deserves it. Great guy.
And he'll be back on the assistant coaching bench for the Sockers as long as they advance tonight. Here's Charlie Gonzalez. Fancy footwork in the middle, and now Joras, like a panther stalking his prey. Cuts to the left, cuts back to the right. 2 men down. Oh, tried to feed it to the middle. Grable, even slow to get up. And Oliveira comes the other way. Rips it off the wall, looking for Bennett on the rebound.
Go.
And ball didn't support him. Now they got runners. Yep. Leite sees it come to Childs. Good anticipation by the veteran Marcio.
Seemed as though all the Milwaukee players there were switching off the bench.
It was the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charlie had his back to it.
Yep.
He was just trying to.
That was unlucky.
Yeah, he was concentrating on the ball.
Yeah.
13:30 left in the second quarter. Alvarez and the wave. Good pass right there. Pichar open for a moment. Cerda closed him down quickly. And then with Gutierrez offering support, it's punted to Pardo. He'll lift one out. And Leite will recover just so gracefully, tucking that ball behind his back. You know, Marcio.
Give a free kick, right?
Look at one more look at Escoto here. Who does he remind you of that you
crazy.
used to play with or against?
Oh, that is crazy. He dropped something.
Here's Tavoy. Lovely. Trying to feed Zay in the middle. That's the second time Tavoy tried to get Zay Roberto a goal tonight. And we appreciate the effort. Over the wall, and I believe going to Milwaukee. Nope. San Diego gets the touch. And Roberto chips it to Charlie along the red line. There's Leo, who's had a great start to tonight's action. Leo had a career high 6-assist game against Milwaukee in that blowout against their reserves. That was the night that Tavoy had 5 and 1, and then Leo had 1 and 5.
Oh, here we go.
Leo bangs it. Goal, Charlie!
Could see that.
True brilliance. Leo spots Charlie with a shot pass on the far post. Plucked out of the air. 1, 2, 3. The Sox are on a roll.
No, it's a great ball. Great vision. Yeah.
And taking advantage of the errant touch.
Sold the foot, right?
Wow.
That's nice.
That goal at 2:24. Charlie's second of the playoffs. Leo 3 points on 3 goals. And the Sockers starting to put on a show. Let's hear it from Cowan.
Charlie! Charlie! Thank you.
Look out here. Pino chips it out. Really solid crowd has settled in here tonight after a half hour, Banksy.
Oh, handball.
Yeah, look out. There's
There
the
we
call.
Go. Yeah, got a handball.
Free kick coming for San Diego. Hey, while you're here on Twitch at MASL_soccer, we invite you to follow the San Diego Soccers channel. That's easy to find at San Diego Soccers. That's where you'll find a little show called Soccers Overtime. More on that later. Here's Charlie looking for Childs off the wall, and sliding through was Hain. He's still down as Childs went over him, and make that Steinwasser, pardon me. Steinwasser feeling the back of his head to make sure it's still there. Childs only claims goalie scalps, not midfielders. Another look at what happened here.
Slid in, right? Slide tackle, did he? Yeah, look.
Sure did.
Yeah.
And didn't get the ball.
I think he did, but then Craig's heel clipped him in the head.
It's a courtesy give back there by Milwaukee, knowing that the call was fortunate for them. And it's back to Rojo and the Sockers with under 12 to go in the second quarter. If you're new to the sport of indoor soccer, arena soccer, what you're seeing right now is something akin to a bit of a masterclass in terms of controlling the game. Morgan rips it off the Front Wave Credit Union logo.
Brilliant
above
turn.
the western goal.
What a great turn.
It was Ucian-esque.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of one of your ex-great teammates,
yes.
And we remember him fondly in passing in the last year, Thompson Ucian. Tomo. Mitchell Cardenas recovers. Back to Pardo. A couple guys who might win all league awards right there connecting.
There we go. Let's
now
go.
Escoto, it's a chance. 4v2.
Up. Yep.
Here comes Felipe stepping to the middle, cranking it off the post. And the rebound just eluded Churras, who was lurking at the free throw line. Tipped back away by Rojo. Morgan, lovely touch into Churras on the attack. And Bradley stepped in to deflect. Ball squirts to the left corner. Morgan tried to twist it out of a double team, but Milwaukee can emerge with 10:43 left in the second quarter. 3-0 San Diego, but Milwaukee just needs one goal to try and reestablish some confidence in the match. And Bradley is hunting with some open space for a moment.
Gutierrez got back. You know, we talked about it, Banksy. It was a couple of weeks ago against Tacoma, March 20th, that Cristian Gutierrez went down with what people thought on the night was a broken ankle and had to be carried off the floor. And he was back 10 days later playing, and you can see him out there right now, and it looks like he's no worse for the wear. His ankle was a ridiculous shape. It looked like you added a gourd or something into his ankle skin.
Really?
And that's going to be deflected out. What a kick save! Unbelievable kick save as Pardo had to make a last-second reaction there. Regardless, the healing capability of Cristian Gutierrez is what I will finish with that story, and there he is still.
He's great.
Fittest player perhaps in the whole league. Pardo showed you how he can use those feet. Now he'll show you a different part of the skill set. Distribution with the foot. Pachar working in the corner. Matos with him off of Leo's chest. Still in play. Gerson on the floor. And the foul call.
Didn't see much though.
He's looks like he definitely got something. Or he's got a big smile for his ex-teammates too. Pino's got a word and a half for him. Let's see if Gordy hops right back out. Well, I've known Gordy since the ill-fated Seattle Impact days, 2013-14. Kid dynamite. He's had a great scoring career. Kind of a hired gun. Charlie tried to get the steal. Instead, it's 2v1. It's Pachar. Back to Haney. Scores. Lovely build-up by the Wave. Sockers got caught. Once the missed steal from Charlie happened, it was all Milwaukee, and it's 3-1.
Looked like he mishit that.
Pachar. Great send back.
Yeah, that was a shot.
Let's take a look.
He ran off his runner well, though.
Well, whether he meant to or not, he did it perfectly.
It's a goal.
And it's a big one.
Yeah.
At 5:55, because it gives them a look at the match. And very well done. Andre Hayne picking up his first of the playoffs. Char. Ecuador and Brazil.
Oh.
Pee-wee got that one out of a potential rush. Sent back, headed by Pino. Luis Ortega can run on it. Pee-wee. Pee-wee in the corner, still alive. Over Grable. Pee-wee off the wall, was looking for Childs. Ball deflected before it could get to him. Over the wall, it's going to be top of the arc, it looks like, for San Diego.
He'd have settled down a little bit. It seemed a little hectic there the last couple of minutes.
Concur.
Yeah.
Well, here's a way you can settle it with the master of the set piece, Craig Childs. Interesting configuration here. It'll be Charlie on the ball. It's Leo in the corner instead of on the ball. It'll be Leo on the shot. Just couldn't bring that one inside the post with the left foot. He had the open look, though. And Leite and the Wave. Down 2. Controlling the ball. Sending it forward. Matos. Well received. Back. And a good interruption. And then a goal. It's Gerson on the second chance. Charlie got deflected the first pass, but right to Gerson, who finishes and makes it a 1-goal game.
Just like that. You got the rebound, yeah.
Hey, that's good pursuit by Gordy, left-footed.
Followed up, yeah.
Watch the right-footed shot from Gerson first. The block, the left-footed finish. That's lovely. What do you want to say? Great job. 6:55, 2 goals in 1 minute exactly. Gordy wants an assist on his own goal. He'll have to settle for the marker. And I think he's happy to score against his old team. In fact, I'll tell you, he's thrilled. And I think the fans at the Mosh Performance Center in Milwaukee are thrilled because their club fighting for their playoff lives. They have another look at this thing. All of a sudden have the momentum, have the energy, the confidence. And San Diego needs the next good play to break that confidence away. Rojo might have it with this wall run. Here he comes to the middle. Rojo, Churras! He wanted it all the way. Didn't put it on net. Timeout. 7:38 left in the second quarter. Brandon looks to the rafters and thinks about what could have been. We think it's time for a break, and I'm sure you'll agree. Back in just 30 seconds here on Twitch.
Here at Front Wave, our members are built different. They don't just talk of success. They roll up their sleeves and get it done. And with serious value on banking, lending, saving, planning, Front Wave is right there with you. So dream big. We got you.
3-2 Sockers lead the Milwaukee Wave in match 2 of this Ron Newman Cup quarterfinal series. We're going to talk about it, win, lose, or draw on Sockers Overtime, the weekly podcast covering the San Diego Sockers and the MASL, now airing live Tuesdays at 5 p.m. right here on Twitch. Not on this channel, though, on the @San Diego Sockers channel. Join myself and Jerry Jimenez for game recaps, previews, highlights, MASL news, and live interviews every week. You can watch the show with us live or catch the replay on our YouTube channel. Just subscribe to the podcast. Listen to the audio, which posts the next morning. Sockers Overtime is presented by 3 Punk Ales, brewing in Chula Vista. Subscribe to Sockers Overtime in your phone's podcast app. Do it now. Why haven't you done it already? My goodness. You've read that read 13 times this year. You should have subscribed by now. Sockers Overtime. No, we love our audience. We especially love Banksy. We get a good group of, 30, 40 fans that join us live on the channel. They're in the chat. They're engaging, reacting to the interviews we have, asking questions for our guests. Had Leonardo de Oliveira on this last week, talking a Brazilian whose natural language is Portuguese, doing an interview in Spanish with Jerry Jimenez, who is an Hispanohablante, as well as English, translating and doing an incredible job, my co-host and friend. Jerry, unfortunately, under the weather, the Jimenez family under the weather, and we say a shout out to all of Los Jimenezes, and we hope that you will get a lot healthier and happier tomorrow, if not sooner. And let's hope this result doesn't increase your illness. Here's Ian Bennett. Good chance, lays it off Pachar. Now he heads back to the middle, was looking for that return pass. Hain battling in the corner with Pee Wee Ortega. And Cardenas lifts one out, but Leite does extremely well. If that gets over to Christian, he's in on net. The whistle sounded, and I guess they're calling a foul on Gutierrez? Okay. Looked like Leite jumped and fell.
It did,
to me.
yeah. And then he was on the floor and kicked it, so I thought it was dangerous play, maybe. I guess not.
Alvarez off the wall. Right there, an opportunity for Pachar. Just couldn't get to it. He was wide open in the middle to equalize. 7 minutes left and now a nervy second quarter. Great quarter for the visiting Wave. It's gotten quiet as the Wave have taken control and quieted the big crowd, and Los Brujos get the drums going to try and get the energy revved back up. Here's Bradley. Gets past the steal attempt. Comes in. Off the wall. Look out. It's Bennett. Bennett flicks it. Couldn't get it to Matos. Dug out by Turner. Still loose. Cardenas has to kick it out. And Capinos will play free safety. And the Wave have this game on their foot right now. 6:23 and counting. At the last 6 minutes.
San Diego's got to settle down a little bit here and get some possession going.
Leite doing an Onua Obasi. We saw this a week ago when Ontario was in town, the hold and creep. Turner and Bradley. 6 minutes left. There's a tip by Pee Wee. Can he jump on this? Ball stays in play. Pee Wee heads it into the corner. He's got Turner all over him. He gets ridden into the wall, and the free kick is coming up. Not enough to warrant the pulling of a card, but dangerous opportunity, and the Sockers get their set piece players out as we see a great effort here. Banksy by Pee Wee.
Yeah, strong on the boards. I don't know, I mean, fell into it, right? That's good, we'll take it.
Charlie on the setup. But Childs is loaded for bear. To the top instead, Choras ticks the glass and then the net. Sockers just misfiring on a couple of good set piece opportunities this quarter. And that's contributed to keeping the score line at 3-2. Here's Leite looking to equalize. The first 3 for San Diego, but the last 2 for the Milwaukee Wave. Bradley sending in Gordy, who's got one of the goals. Gerson and Hain have netted. Let's chip this one for Gerson. And out of play, apparently.
Let's give him a drop ball. That's strange.
And sent back. Here's Bradley. Haynes steps in as Rojo runs the corner. Referee getting in there as well. Seemed like he was a field player on that one. Felipe tried to chip it out. Oliveira got his leg in. This ball's still loose and dangerous. 4-car pileup along the wall. And Rojo. Look out.
Oh, that wasn't good.
2 men down. It's Hain and Rojo talking to each other. And that was settled by Ibarra without a whistle. Leite comes the other way. Hain is now all fired up. Leite goes down and the foul is called on Garcia. And they're looking for a blue there. But tension's running high right now. Pino talking to Ibarra. I think Ibarra is telling Pino, you should be happy there wasn't a card shown.
Yeah, no, he lashed out there for sure.
Rojo got hot. Yeah, Hain was tangled up with him. You know, Andre Hain played a very physical match in Milwaukee, and I give him a ton of credit for that in analysis, because he was the player really delivering physically for the Wave. When you look at the tape, I think they need that kind of grit and a little bit of bite to stay with a team like San Diego in particular.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Now we're going to have the officials come over and review.
Yeah,
we already had one, so let's just briefly, for those who may be jumping in or be unaware, video review is in play in the MASL Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Each coach has one challenge per game that they can utilize. You don't get it back, you get one, so you use it, you know, when you think it's important. Already in the first minute, we saw Phil Salvaggio use his to get a handball ruling that denied an initial goal for Milwaukee Wave. There are 5 different things that can be reviewed, essentially blue card, red card. We're going to take a look at this here. I don't know if this is
No, this is not the one.
Is this what they're looking at?
No.
No, this is...
I don't know why
we're just taking a look at this.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a lovely look. I mean, if they want to give Tyler Turner a blue card for that, I can't imagine they'd be reviewing to that.
So this is the MASL VAR. VAR.
However, there's no assistant, so it's just VAR. It's VR. It's just video review. Take out the A. But yeah, so you can review to whether it's a red card. You can review if there was a foul that should have been called that denied a goal, which I think is the one that's really spooky. You can review goal, no goal. You can review should a blue be escalated or should there have been a blue instead of a common foul. But you can't create a call out of nothing. You can't have them call a foul they didn't call. And now,
interesting.
Ian Bennett, hearing it from Josh Wilkins, he's coming over to talk to both Phil Salvaggio and Giuliano Oliviero. And they don't have a mic to tell us, but we'll eventually hear from Callan McClurg, our PA announcer, what this review had to do with, if anything. As they continue to talk, I'll knock out a couple reads and get us legal. Think you have what it takes to compete at the highest level of indoor soccer? Apply on MASLsoccer.com for the 2022 Pro Player Combine coming up this summer in Mesquite, Texas. Find out more at MASLsoccer.com. Search for the Combine. Speaking of MASLsoccer.com, it's your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, in-depth features. Bookmark the page now. Don't miss anything. MASLsoccer.com. All right, well.
Just pulled it back to there where it later got fouled, right? Yeah.
A common foul was called. So I don't know if that was the review. I'd like to hear from downstairs if Milwaukee threw a flag. I did not see a flag throw. Or if that was an official's review. Officials are allowed to try and correct a clear and obvious error on their own. Here comes LSO. Stepping to that left foot, and Pardo's right there and gathers up the save. Was looking for a runner, and they all went off. He's got to be careful. He's got to be on a 4 count, and about this count 6, he gets it to Charlie Gonzalez, and here comes Charlie. Giles and Charlie. Reading the angle, Capinos gobbles up a loose ball. Charlie just put it into the man in blue. There's 4:05 left in the quarter. Sockers led 3-0 early in this frame. Leo trying to step in on a steal. Chipped out by Lete. Lovely chest trap. Brought down Alvarez. Mario Alvarez taken away. And it's a counterattack opportunity. Cerda looking for someone to help. It's Charlie. And that allowed the defense to get back. Gutierrez will cross back to good man to have it. Leonardo de Oliveira does the most work on both sides of the ball for the San Diego Sockers. 46 points in the regular season too. And he's already had 3 tonight and 6 for the playoffs. The defending playoff MVP from last year, Leo. Cerda, Leo. Cerda, lovely feed. Here comes Cesar in the middle. Tavoy reached out to keep the ball alive. Cardenas and Leo now. 3:10 left in the quarter and the half. Leo tiptoeing his way in. He'll circle his way back and try again. And find Cardenas with under 3 to play in the first half. Good possession here. This is what you were looking for earlier, Banks.
Yeah, no, they need to take the sting out of the
now
game.
Now Tavoy turning to that
set.
left foot. Second chance, third chance. Pachar knocked it down off the wall, trying to keep the play alive. Roberto again is lurking in the offensive zone. Zezou tries to keep this one alive. He does. So does Morgan. And it's chipped out. Almost a dangerous play from the floor. Matos kicking that ball. A mini bicicleta. There's 2:24 left in the quarter. Possession still on for San Diego with Charlie. He had goal number 3. Charlie to Leo. Leo's trying to spin off Pachar. Play on. Look out. He and Pachar confront one another as the play continues. Roberto Morgan tipped away by Lete. Leo was checking his face all the way. Cerda and Leo steps in. The steal. It's Cerda. It's Morgan. He rings the post. Blue card. Morgan taken out hard. He needs help. Oh dear.
It's not good.
Capinos hurt too. Let's see what we can see. This was a series of crazy events, but the big steal by Leo. Now let's keep our eye on Morgan, and as he kicks, oh boy, taken out by Capinos after the ball was loose. And that hurt Joey and it hurt Morgan. Both players. A dreadful collision. Capinos is up. Salvaggio stoic but seething. Watching it once again on the Jumbotron now, and just a dastardly, and I'd be really curious what Brian Sigich, the director of officials, would say about a play like that, because it could be reviewed to a red. I mean, cleaning out the player after the ball.
Yeah. He came out with his studs up. Wow.
Morgan is up on his feet.
That's good.
He does not want to put much weight on that left foot. Extremely ginger right now is Tavoy Morgan. You guys can get a look at the man hobbling off. Morgan is encouragingly putting more weight on it. There he
looks
is.
okay.
Boy, I thought he was going to get one there for sure.
Yeah.
Now the officials are taking another look at this play. So now you are seeing at home, fans on Twitch, exactly what the officials are seeing. And a take out of the right ankle. David, you've been around more games than me. Give us an honest call. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think it was just a coming together. Because he's coming out for the ball, right? So if I was going at it, you'll watch it. Oh.
We're going to see it again.
Show it again.
Yeah,
Okay.
So this is from the start. And remember, the officials are asking for these things. So
I don't know. I just
first
see it,
off,
I
it
see
was
it's
a
coming.
lovely steal by Serta. They're looking for something behind the play. Okay, well, that's a great steal by Serta.
That's not a foul.
No chance that's a foul.
So yeah, it's just a foul. Just they're coming together. I don't think it's.
Well, that's the card. I don't know what else there could possibly be to look for.
Yeah, I don't.
And also, that's kind of weird because they'd never have the opportunity to do that. Otherwise, it's kind of an inspection of sorts. But it looks like, what are we going to have?
A shootout.
Certainly could be a shootout.
Where's he going?
Childs is looking like, yeah, this is going to be a shootout based on where everyone's lining up. The Sockers are going to get a shootout right here. So the first penalty of the match will be on Capinos. And with 1:55 left, it's a shootout. And Craig Childs will take it. Childs, who beat Capinos in an overtime shootout twice back in 2020 when Joey was also with the Wave. Speaking of Wave, that's what's happening with the rally towels. And now look at this. Capinos, who had the rough collision, is going to come out for Matt Perella. Perella steps in to take the shootout cold off the bench. Oh. Childs scores. Welcome to the game, Matt Perella. Craig Childs, his second of the match, his fourth in the playoffs. It's 4-2 San Diego.
Was he injured? Why did he come out?
I think so. I think that ankle, they didn't think he was good enough, but how about that shot?
Yeah, great. He went down pretty early too, didn't he?
The soul roll.
Yeah.
Big kid Perella, but Childs.
He's back in. That's interesting.
What?
That's a strange one. I don't understand that.
I don't get it. I hope to have an answer to that.
If he wasn't fit enough to face a shootout, he's back on again. Well,
can't compete in the challenge, but you can go spearfishing, huh, Joey K? Wow. 1:47 in the second quarter. Craig Childs, time to celebrate the captain one more time. Bradley, 90 seconds left in the half. Off the wall, looking for Hain. Hain kept it alive over Christian's head. Short hop on the wall. Leite runs it back. There's 80 seconds left. Here's Capinos. It hurt his leg to collide that hard with Tavoy. Hain back across, headed away by Zay. Serta out of the air, then back in the air to Pardo. Boris settles things down, takes his entire allotment of time and shoots it out. And there's Tavoy Morgan back out on the floor. That's the type of sighting you love to see, to be right back out. Morgan wants the ball too. And if Cardenas had the route, which he didn't, it would have been a really tough chip to the green, so to speak, to get it over the shoulder there. He would have fed him in. Instead, it's Rojo. Rojo steps around Leite. Rojo fires it in! ¡Qué golazo tan fuerte!
Whoa, what a goal. You didn't expect that. Oh my, wow. Brilliant.
Rojo en fuego!
Oh, brilliant goal.
Golazo 5 para San Diego. Rojo.
Wow.
Left-footed.
Bomb. Yeah, nothing stopping that.
A la izquierda. Showing his big brother he can do it too. Holy cow. At 14-21, it's Soccer's magic for the second straight quarter.
Yeah.
A final minute goal.
Perfect timing too, just before the half, right? Perfect.
That's a goal and a half right there.
That's a goal of the game for me so far.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Alex Bastiavansky, MASL primetime. Get that one cooked up, baby. Final 28 seconds. That no mistakes lineup is out there. Oliveira in the corner. Cerda tracks it down. Oliveira, look out! Matos! And Cardenas did just enough.
Yep.
Rojo on the end of this one, and Bradley did well. It would have been Gutierrez 1v1. Look at this lovely little flick over the top by Oliveira. Tries a second cheeky cherry, and Rojo punts it away as time expires. What a huge response from the San Diego Sockers in the closing moments. Goals, David, at 13:08 and 14:21.
Perfect. Yeah. Great time to score, especially when we're under the cosh there a little bit, weren't we, for what we'd say a good 3-4 minutes. Milwaukee had a comeback there briefly, but I think we just need to settle down a little bit more. You know, get more possession, get Escotto on the ball, keep moving it quickly. Tavoy holds it up, play off him. We need just more of that.
Pino and Hain were separated by the officials and had words for one another, and Pino was signaling elbow as he was showing to the officials. A lot of heated stuff, and you expect this. It's an elimination game. You know, this is a very proud team. Don't forget, the Milwaukee Wave are the last full season champion in the MASL. They lifted the cup in 2018-19, 2019-2020, no cup, COVID. 2020-2021, they did not participate.
Yeah.
So they still consider themselves the defending champs, and by the way, so do the defending champion, San Diego Sockers. Let's go down to the floor. Melissa May with Phil Salvaggio.
Coach, I know you were preparing for Milwaukee to come out extra aggressive since this is a must-win for them. How would you assess this first half?
It was a good game right now. It's a great game right now. It could go either way. Both teams are playing very well.
Up until that last goal by Rojo, it was Craig Childs and Leo de Oliveira kind of taking over on offense. How do you plan to get every one of your offensive weapons on track the second half?
We don't need any more offense. We need to play some defense.
Yes, sir. Good luck, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Always love our Phil Salvaggio halftime interviews. We see two of our great fans and the commissioner of the league, Keith Tozer, gathering. There's the MASL Shield. It's about to become a supporters shield as well with Sean Bowers. Let's stay right here and enjoy this moment.
With the best record in the regular season. Here tonight to award the MASL Shield to the Sockers, please welcome MASL Commissioner Keith Tozer.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back in San Diego. It's been a long time since I've been down in this field, and what more of a legend franchise, an unbelievable culture for so many years. And it's kind of apropos that the first year that we are going to present the MASL Shield goes to the San Diego Sockers. I know all the other fans, the fans from back then and the fans of today, and you see all these wonderful banners hanging in the rafters from the past players of Julie V and Zoltan Toff and Brian Quint to the Boris Pardos and the Craig Childs. So on behalf of the entire league, we want to present this first supporter shield to the supporters here that have been so important, not only for the past Sockers, but most importantly for the future. Also, congratulations to the Sockers for winning the M2 championship today. And now for the first shield in the 21-22 season and heading towards the Triple Crown. So congratulations to Phil Salvaggio, Sean Bowers, Renee Ortiz, and Miguel Luna and the entire San Diego organization. And of course to the supporters here in San Diego who are some of the best in the entire country. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Supporters are the lifeblood of the sport of soccer. The people who sacrifice their time and viewing to make the matchday experience better for the players and fans. As the first club to receive the MASL Shield, we want to set the precedent of making this award as much about our supporters as ourselves. At this time, soccer's general manager, Sean Bowers, will hand off the shield to two supporters who represent the past, the present, and the future of soccer's supporter culture. From the original 7th Man Group, please welcome Cowboy Salazar. And from our new supporters group, Los Brujos de Cientia y Ocho, Adrian. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the MASL Shield.
And there it is, a supporters shield. A shield for the supporters, for the fans of the San Diego Sockers. And a piece of silverware. This one, Banksy, sticks around. This stays in the cabinet, you know?
That's great.
It's not a permanent, it's a new one each year.
Cowboy's been around a long time. I know when I was finishing my career playing with the Flash, the local A-League team, he was there also. So he's a great character.
Oh, and I love this, showing it right back to the folks in Section 19 who are here to make it loud. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're in halftime. We're going to play you the highlights from Thursday's match 1, then we'll have a little break, and we'll be right back with second half action. It's 5-2 Sockers, and this is the MASL on Twitch.
The defender now back for LSO. Trying to find Hayden in the far corner. Pardo trying to come out and clear it. Bounces away. Gerson with a header. Just missed it wide. And meanwhile, a foul off the ball. Andre Hain going to get called for knocking down Boris Pardo. Our officials for tonight's game on the field, Kyle Trimble and Brian Miller, two of the best in the MASL, as the Sockers come to the track, and the shot by Morgan, a goal. And San Diego basically scores on their first shot. They lead it 1-0.
What's new? Tavoy Morgan scoring early in the game, as we saw him do against Florida that time. You know, that guy right there, Morgan, he gets to the center of the box more than any player in the league, creating space. His timing of his runs.
And hopefully they're going to see a good game. Matos posting up, a little live off as he tried to lay it off.
It's to score some goals and get the lead.
Pachar running onto it. Pardo has to come up. Pachar heads it back, and a great sweep off the line. Oh, great play there.
That was Rojo that came sliding back behind Pardo and saved the day, and now Rojo is down with just 4.6 seconds left.
Check it out one more time on the end zone camera as Pachar.
Second early in the quarter.
So the Waves starting to get in a little foul trouble. Shot and a goal. Off the restart, Charlie Gonzalez finds, who else? The man with a mustache, Craig Childs, and it's 2-0 Sockers.
First restart attempt for San Diego tonight, and Craig Childs right there made no mistake. Watch this, first time postage stamp. It beats Capinos into the upper corner.
Garcia, one of their young defenders, and he has seen some decent playing time this year. Ball played into the near corner now. A shot and a goal by Gutierrez. Christian Gutierrez, that's a big-time conversion. 3-0 San Diego.
San Diego, after the Pardo save, counterattack the Wave. And you said it, Gutierrez. Watch this play off the boards. He allows the ball to come past Bradley. Actually took a touch with his left foot. And then clinical on the finish right there.
Ron Newman Cup playoffs. Ball deflected across, shot, save, Pardo! 48.7%. They've killed off 19-39. And that shot as a goal actually went right through the back of the net, and Sockers now leading 4-0.
You said it, Tom.
They're coming back on. Marcio will fire one in, and they score! Super Mario converts on the deflected pass, and Milwaukee's on the board. They trail it 4-1.
Just with a doctor order there for the Wave, that's Marcio Leite, who played for San Diego last year. They've got to know that he loves to go right, and there's that shot. Took a deflection right there. Pardo got his hands on it, but Alvarez getting back post.
Here's a takeaway here. Steinwasser trying to come 3-2 in the zone. Javi with a shot. Save. Bouncing rebound. And a great clear off the line. Block there by Stewart. He was among the top 10 in shot blockers. And bar down on the goal by San Diego. I believe it was Leo de Oliveira.
Yep.
And San Diego leads it 6-1. Make that 7-1. So after the Wave came out with the first goal here in the third period, Sockers have answered with 3 in a row.
Restart goal number 3 for San Diego.
It's overtime, too. Got some good stuff on there. Had a great show this week. Oh, beautiful header, far posts. He is a superstar, Brandon Escoto, and the Sockers lead it 8-1.
The man they call Churras at the far post that time, Brandon Escoto, number 19. I asked Brandon before the game, I said, Brandon, why do they call you Churras? He said it was a nickname my brother gave me when I was younger. There was a song on the radio.
And now, San Diego coming back. Rojo with a nice soul roll and finish to beat the sixth attacker, LSO. It's 9-1 Sockers.
Saw that time Juan Manuel Rojo. The initial play right there, the pass through Marcio. And then one touch, another one, pulls LSO down.
See it up from here. I mean,
there it is.
There it is. So the Wave takes advantage of the power play and I-26 bingo to keep the streak alive. 29 consecutive games with a goal, and it's 9-2. We'll now just play it out toward midfield. Poked away by Gerson from Juan Gonzalez, but that's going to do it. 9-2 is our final as the Sockers come into Milwaukee and take the first game of this quarterfinal series in the Ron Newman Cup playoffs.
Your team. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco, next level performance.
Califino Tequila. Treat yourself to the finer things in life.
Here at Front Wave, our members are built different. They don't just talk of success. They roll up their sleeves and get it done. And with serious value on banking, lending, saving, planning, Front Wave is right there with you. So dream big. We got you.
All right, yeah, thanks for sure. I'll be there. Hey, wait, hold on. I'm running by the field right now. You're never going to guess. Dude, Medina's here. I think he's trading for a comeback to the Sockers.
What are you talking about? Medina? He retired 2 years ago. He's too old, bro.
Oh, dude. You're right, bro. He's too old. Okay, so that barbecue, yeah.
Don't wait for the rain. Call your Cairo today.
Dr. Corey's office, how can we help you?
Oh, I got this. Let's get him in.
Okay, sounds good, Mr. Medina. We'll see you shortly.
Welcome back. As you can see, the Sockers and Milwaukee Wave are back on the floor. Oh, no, those are the kids. It's still halftime. 5-2. San Diego Sockers lead the Wave. The big kids are about to make their way onto the floor for the start of the second half. But first, let's bring you the first half highlights, get you caught up on all the action here on MASL_soccer on Twitch. And this was the initial goal that wasn't a handball by Ian Bennett, not called. He gets it to Andre Hain. Would have been a second-minute goal, but the Sockers used their VR challenge, their one of the game. Beautiful give and go. Childs to Leo after Leo rescued the ball, made it 1-0. That's how things got going. And then Leo returns the favor with the immaculate centering pass from the corner to Childs. 2-0. Sockers with the lead. It would become 3 off the loose ball, deflected. Leo once again, eyes wide open, finding Charlie on the back post, who tipped it in with the sole of his foot. But then Milwaukee came back. That one deflected. The play stayed alive. And that was the nice save. Pardon me. That was the nice save by Pardo. Pardo only had 2 saves. Pachar, here's where it comes back. Pardon me. That's the one I was looking for. Pachar to Hain. 3-1. Milwaukee found their footing. And then Leite over the top. Lovely feed to Matos. Matos to Gerson. Save, rebound, right back to him. Pursues with the left foot. Great anticipation. A goal scorer's goal by Gordy Gerson right there. Boris, his second save was a simple one. And then we had action all over the place here. That was right after Leo had gotten into it with the player Pachar. The ball rescued. Serta to Morgan, and Morgan taken out by Capinos. Dangerous play that led to this blue card shootout. Capinos came out. Matt Perilla came in. Childs said, thanks, Matt. You're now 0 for 1. Goal scored for Childs. But then Rojo, the golazo. MASL primetime, check it out. Beating Leite. Left-footed rocket. And that's how it stands at 5-2. Shots 8-5 in favor of San Diego. Low shooting half so far. Joey Capinos, who came in with a 200 save percentage in this playoff, allowed 5 of 6 in the first half. Well, really it should be 4 of 5,
yeah.
and one to Perella. Gonna have to let them know at the old stat board to go make that correction right there. Nonetheless, it is Leo with a goal and 2 assists. Craig Childs with 2 goals and 1 assist. Rojo and Charlie with the other tallies. Hain and Gerson for Milwaukee. Now, Banksy, if you were Giuliano Oliviero, what would you say to the Wave for these first 5 minutes?
I mean, you know what? They've got so much talent out there, you know, and you saw it, right? You saw they came back with those two quick goals within a minute. I mean, I think they've just got to keep applying more pressure, you know, and catch San Diego. There's been a couple of times I've seen San Diego getting off the bench pretty slowly, right? And likewise with Milwaukee, and they've had a couple of 3 versus 2, 4 versus 2s, and haven't really capitalized on it. But I think if they can keep the pressure on again, get an early goal, I think it changes the game. But yet we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, it's a playoff game, Craig. I mean, anything can happen, right?
Absolutely, and you know that these proud veterans, Ian Bennett, Marcio Leite, Luan Oliveira, and friends, they're going to play all the way to the end. And Bennett's going to take an early test, and Pardo ends up juggling that one just a little bit. He's got an outlet opportunity. It's the man he wants, Tavoy Morgan. Morgan ridden down for a quick foul from Stuart Grable. Rules of common fouls: if you're a newcomer to the MASL, any player can commit 3 individual fouls. Here's Morgan first. Left-footed off the crossbar, down and out. Unfortunate on a great strike by Morgan. The counter could be on. Pachar's running. Bennett's going to take him as a lead blocker. Now come to the middle. Tiptoe pass. Crossed by Matos and back to Grable. As mentioned, each player has 5 total personal fouls they can give in a game. If you get 6, you get red carded out of the game. If you commit 4.5, it's a blue card, 2-minute penalty. Leite. Here's Bradley trying to line it up. He does. Punched. Rebound tipped out by Rojo. Very athletic. And in a triple team crowd, this one now tipped back to Milwaukee. Hain rescued it away. And the Wave definitely want that next goal. I don't think next goal matters for San Diego, but it's critical for Milwaukee. Here's Hain. Leite. Familiar move, and it works. He's loose. He shoots. He hits the crossbar. Pachar back in, kicks away. And Leo tries to push it along the wall, but he was held up properly on defense by Steinwasser. And off he comes as both teams change. 13-15 in the third quarter. Wave putting on early pressure, responding well to whatever Giuliano said in the locker room as they attack across your screens left to right in those black and yellow kits. Soccer's in their retro golds. They're going right to left. Here comes Leite. Marcio's got the ball at his foot. He was our featured player on the pregame for a reason, because he's the point guard of this club. And there's your shooting guard, Bennett. Let it go through. Lovely dummy. Great save. Pardo. Headed by Gutierrez and recovered still by Milwaukee. Back to Capinos.
I think this is what we talked about, right? Apply the pressure. Try and force San Diego back.
Here's a good chance, and Gerson wanted to get on the end of that. Instead, Pardo bowls a strike to Escoto. And Zezou will take it back to Pardo. He'll punt it along. Remember, you can roll the ball out and then still get a foot touch, but you only get one per possession for the keeper, a new rule in the MASL this year. Serra, like for example, right now, the Sockers haven't lost possessions. They can't pass it to Pardo, and in fact, he just reminded Zay of that. Look out, and as such, we've got to give away. And then Felipe a steal back. Those are one of those little plays that Felipe Gonzalez does. Doesn't get in the scorecard, but that denied a clear outman rush from red line in. 11:50 in the third. Milwaukee, great start. First 3 minutes, very much positive for the Wave. On the bench while Leite. Now he's on the left side, so they'll try this side. Step over again. Kicked away by Gutierrez, who saw that in practice and then rescued on a slide tackle of the ball by Andre Hain. Now it's Alvarez, down to Hain, stepping on it and passing it back to Mario. And with 11:23 in the third, the Wave feel like they've had it for an eternity, but there's only been almost 4 minutes in this quarter. They've had most of it, though. Rushing onto the floor, Steinwasser. Leite did not have the passing angle. Now it'll be Steinwasser against Roberto, who stumbled. Steinwasser into the middle! Bennett knocked it wide, and he was well guarded by Felipe. 4th minute off the clock, 5-2 Sockers. Hanging on for now.
Managing the game well, though, right? Milwaukee, they're changing quickly. They're not staying on the field too long.
Look out, this is still loose. Boris had a hand on it, but couldn't control. Oh, Brandon got very clever there twice. And then as they tried to push it along the wall, Bradley took it away, and then Brandon pushed him, and then Steinwasser got the ball. Turned to his right foot. Sprawling block by Zé Roberto. As the Sockers look for a handball, as Christian steals the ball. Gutierrez gets pushed by Leite.
That's obstruction now.
It's got to be the foul.
Was it? Looked like it.
Had to be. That's the second time we've seen Marcio. Let's watch it again here. Watch for Leite.
Yeah, total.
Yeah, wow, nice. Good solid shoulder block. Hey, it's playoffs. It's playoffs, baby. Gardenas. There's fouls, there's playoff fouls. Marcio Leite knows the difference. That's why he's lifted the cup 4 times in his career. Once with the Sockers, as I always tell him when the Wave play the Sockers, you're a soccer for life. You win a cup, you're a soccer for life. He always laughs because he knows it's true. Forward to Morgan from Boris Pardo.
Right.
There goes Morgan to Boy Morgan, stepping to his left foot. Tiptoeing to Charlie! Couldn't put it in. Oh, a beautiful steal by Leo. Charlie Rojo spun off by Luan Oliveira. Everything but the finish. Gerson does well to win that out of the air over the taller man. It's Hain. It's Hain! Save! Again! Mark it down, save of the week. The combo. Leite still alive to play. Here's another off the wall. And Leo will get it from Charlie, and they were on the run again.
Here we go, 3v2.
The counter with Childs off the bench. Leo up the middle. Childs gets the ball. He just misses, and Rojo's in the net, but the ball is still on the floor. 8:50 to go in a frenetic quarter. Charlie steals it again. Childs doesn't want to run that fast. Here comes Charlie. It's Cheeky's. Alan Garcia looking to the back door. Instead, Serra's got the ball. And Childs now can face up with Serra. And back to Guerrero Pino. Sockers possess. Leite's been out there forever and a day. I'm not kidding.
He's a general back there.
Bennett, too, the 38-year-old from Hamilton, Ontario, one of the greatest all-time players. Got his 400th MASL point. Look at this hold up here. And then Cheeky's looks like he's in discomfort. Pachar won it away, zigzag back, and now Bennett faces, lays it off. And play on. This has been an incredibly long run without a whistle. It included all that madness early.
Under 8 to play in the third quarter.
That's what we expected, though.
Boy, the Sockers missed a couple
Yeah.
golden chances. And Pardo will send this one out of play and will send us to the media timeout. No one has scored, but I'd call that a pretty good run for Milwaukee overall.
No, absolutely. And Pardo made some great saves there. You know, Milwaukee could have had a couple, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Forrest Pardo standing tall as usual as we go to break. It's the MASL on Twitch.
Sockers Overtime has always been your weekly look inside the Sockers and the MASL, but now we're not just a podcast. We're a TV show on Twitch.
We're not technically a TV show, but we do recap, preview all games. We have some awesome guests all the time, and we're on every Tuesday at 5 p.m.
So check us out, twitch.tv/San Diego Sockers. And hey, we're still a podcast. Find us on Google Play, Amazon, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeart, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On the MASL scoreboard, we mentioned earlier the Tropics advance. They defeated St. Louis today 6-4 after having won earlier on Friday, I believe. Yes, Friday, 8-4 over the Ambush. On Saturday, Kansas City took down Dallas on the road 7-3. So the Comets will head home Tuesday with that one-game advantage. And the big game tomorrow, it'll be at Corner Sport Arena down in Chihuahua. Chihuahua. As the Chihuahua Savage hosts the Baltimore Blast. Baltimore winning at home, coming from behind, beating them 5-4 on Friday. So Chihuahua will have that great home floor advantage. Look out! Save Pardo out of the break. Bradley gets punched aside. Bradley gets a second look through the legs, and Pardo this time uses corner glass for a double bank shot out of there. Headed, flicked, and delivered to the wall. And now it's Gutierrez turning, and it's Rojo coming, and he's got runners aside and a chance to run himself. Rojo crosses, and almost lifted by Gerson into his own goal. Holy cow. What a game we've got for you here on Twitch. We got to see that.
Whoa.
Helpless to the result, Joey K. Olete. Into the crowd. Good hands in the front row.
Take a breather.
That one was parried by the man in blue. Punched away with ease. Thank goodness. Wow. Can't wait to recap this one and to hear what the folks have to say on MASL Monday. MASL is an all-new show. This one will get to Joey Capinos. Hosted by Adam Snavely and Pablo Mora of The Athletic. Join them every Monday on YouTube, on the MASL TV channel for an irreverent recap of the weekend. Hope they're watching this one. Sure they are. Why wouldn't you? Sunday Night Football. A little over 1,500 on the ACU attendance 5,000. Great job, Spencer Ashii and Ezra Burdett, in tickets to do that in essentially 3-4 days. Look out, terrible giveaway. It's Steinwasser from Escoto. It's back to Bennett. Bennett to Steinwasser. He hesitates, and the Sockers got back into the middle. Luan Oliveira, back heel try, and instead Cerda somehow gets out of there. Still alive to play. Alvarez on the challenge. Bennett spins, turns to face. Saved by one hand! Boris Pardo!
It's a good job he's in goal, by the way.
I think so. Excellent choice.
Unbelievable.
My goodness. Now Cerda can face. As this game has opened up, the Sockers have chances like this. It's 2v1. And a terrible return pass, and Felipe would be the first to admit it. It's sometimes so hard, right? Ball spinning in the air, catches you on the shin instead of the foot. That's the way it goes. And that's why right now it's been a great quarter so far, because the Sockers have had chances, and then Pardo has been tested over and over. Payne. This one will squirt loose to Barnes.
No, the momentum's with Milwaukee for sure, but I mean, Pardo's been fantastic in goal. I mean,
just spectacular.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He gets his one chance under pressure here. Lifts it to Childs. Gets it on at Childs. Bringing in Zay. Cracks it off the glass. Would have been, could have been. Roberto off the Olympus movement performance. Oh. He makes a movement and puts Gerson into the floor. Gordy on the floor. two people that know each other very well. A Rickroll.
Yeah, from Wigan.
Wow. I like it. Bradley, look out. Headed by Pino. That was a tough ball into a loose area. Now Matos turns, shoots, save, spilled away. Pino rattles it off the corner. Charlie chips it over midfield with 4:23 left in the third quarter. 5-2 Sockers. That was the halftime score. That's the third quarter score, not for a want of trying. In the corner, Daniel Matos. Matos back to Grable, and Grable to Bradley, and the Sockers watch as Milwaukee gets possession. There's been waves of possession for each side. Milwaukee's had a couple this quarter. San Diego had one that you thought surely they were going to score.
It's taking the sting out of the game a little bit here.
Ooh, nice little setup by Leite. Bringing in his runner now. Hain, the target with Alvarez. Mario Alvarez gets it back in the corner. Off the wall. Rojo's there. Rojo lifts it out. Leite sees it go over his head, and he'll have to chase it down. And the Sockers are defending. And they're stuck on the floor as Matos changes and Ian Bennett comes on. And Ian is hungry, and here comes IB. Bennett with speed. Bennett cuts. Bennett rolls it right to Boris Pardo. Boris has it. Boris has a wing. It's Morgan. Off of the far door to Voy. Turns. He's going to face. He's got a man in front of him. He lays it off Charlie Gonzalez. Charlie hesitates. Has so much control of the ball, Charlie Gonzalez. What a critical addition, and what a great positive team addition Charlie Gonzalez has been all season. Practice, travel, and matches. Under 3 to go in the third. Leite. Leite playing a 12-minute quarter, maybe? He's going to go down fighting, and he may not go down at all. Remember, there would be a mini game to follow. He'd play all 15 of that. Gutierrez. Whistles one across. Little BB ricochet. 2.5 in the third, and Grable holds. And again, the wave just been tapping and tapping. Will the door open? Steinwasser will survey. Javier back heel pass. Sent in, it's Gordy. Gordy in the corner. Gordy lifts it out, looking for his right foot. He shoots it far wide. Bradley is there. Bradley on the corner. Alex Bradley spinning. Gutierrez staying with him. And out to Steinwasser. Now Bradley with Gutierrez in front of him. It's going to roll out. And with under 2 to go in the third, this place rattling and rolling. Gerson brings it back down. Crosses, looking for the head of Steinwasser. And Leo will chip it out in the corner. It's the TJ counter. Here it comes. Gutierrez and Rojo. He had to turn it back. The counter is off.
Yeah. It looked on.
For a moment.
Yep.
A glorious moment. Cardoso is Leonardo de Oliveira. And he sends it along the wall. No one joined the end of his pass other than a man in black and yellow. Mario Alvarez, a minute 18 in the quarter. Let's go Sockers is the chant from the Brujos. Hain saw it get past Pee-wee's steal attempt. Back to Andre Hain and Alvarez. Leite says, get a moving. Let me control. Final minute of the third quarter. And it's Leite's shot! Save Pardo again! The magic minute starts with more magic from Boris Pardo. It's been his quarter. Without question, and a foul, handball against Milwaukee, as Hain, who's battled injury all year, goes down. Let's hope he's okay. Hain grabbing his left hamstring as we look at this save, Banksy.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's been every time.
It's different class, man. Hey, we could be at 5-5 right now if it wasn't for him.
For sure. For sure. If there's a replacement level of goalie and then there's an elite level,
yeah,
that's the difference right there. Because Milwaukee's had great chances.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And they've made really good shots.
Yeah, no, they came out ready.
Giles brought it out of the air, but the pass missed its target, and back the other way is Alvarez, and there's 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Sockers trying to put the pressure on. Alvarez does well. Comes out. Left-footed shot. Just missed. Bennett chance. Bennett chance. Both of them just miss.
Leo, there's 25 seconds. The counter is on. It's Pee-wee with Childs in the middle. Pee-wee passes missed. Childs dropped by Pachar. 16.4 seconds left for a free kick. Childs slow to get up from it, but he's up. El Capitan is ready. Here come the men ready to deliver. Can Tavoy get on the end of one and speak for the first time in this match? Looking for more Soccer's magic. Timeout. Why not? I mean, I'd call timeout. I know Eric Bergrud would call timeout if he's in the chat. Let's take a look at that last chance. Just wide. Just wide. Just wide and high.
Should have finished that. With his experience, Craig, I mean,
yeah,
brings that back to a 5-3. No, but San Diego's had a couple of, I think that was the third 3-on-2 they've had. They've got to capitalize on that.
Tell you what, this has been a thriller, and don't miss any of the action. Make sure you follow us not only on MASL_soccer, but on our other channel, MASL_soccer 2. Always the chance that you'll be using that for the rest of the playoffs. And while you're there, follow us at San Diego Soccers on Twitch, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I have to look at these every day. We'll have to take a break, but only rest after another cup comes to San Diego. The Soccers are the defending champs. The counting playoff and regular season have won 21 in a row coming into tonight. And if they keep that streak alive, they move to the semifinals where they will face the lowest remaining seed. Here's a free kick. I'll say it right now. If the Soccers pot this, it's really bad news for Milwaukee. It would be a dagger of all daggers in the flow of this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Childs has a two-man wall in front of him, Bennett and Oliveira. Staggered three-man. Tavoy moves in the middle. The fake. It's Chudas! Off the frame. Just missed. 12 seconds. Can Bennett run it out? Bennett and Chudas. Bennett. It's Ian Bennett in the corner. He's got the touch. There's 6 seconds left. Ian Bennett to the left foot, blocked by Chudas. Out of play for a kick-in. 4.3 seconds in the third quarter. Leite will get his strikers in position. Ian just wants to take a crack at it. He does, and it's just off the frame, and that's how the quarter comes to an end. What a quarter for Milwaukee. Save the score. There was no scoring. And somehow, some way, my friend, the Soccers, I know what way and how. Boris Pardo.
Yes, absolutely. That quarter flew, by the way. That was very, very fast.
Boris Pardo, for your consideration, the goalkeeper of the year. One-handed to deny Ian Bennett. Soccers still up 3. This is the MASL on Twitch.
Thanks, for sure I'll be there. Hey, wait, hold on. I'm running by the field right now. You're never gonna guess. Dude, Medina's here. I think he's training for a comeback to the Soccers.
What are you talking about? Medina? He retired 2 years ago. He's too old, bro.
Oh, dude. You're right, bro. He's too old. Okay, so that barbecue, yeah.
Don't wait for the main. Call your Cairo today.
Dr. Corey's office, how can we help you?
I got this. Let's get him in.
Okay, sounds good, Mr. Medina. We'll see you shortly.
Here at Front Wave, our members are built different. They don't just talk of success. They roll up their sleeves and get it done. And with serious value on banking, lending, saving, planning, Front Wave is right there with you. So dream big. We got you.
Your team. The perfect fit. The game ball. Are you ready? Soccer Loco, next level performance.
Milwaukee outshoots San Diego in the third quarter by a tidy 12-0 because no San Diego shots hit the net. But 9 were directed at the Sockers net, and Boris Pardo stopped them all 2 on this play. Diving save, Gerson there for the header, and from his hip, Pardo. Are you kidding me? Wow. The 38-year-old, the pride of Seton Hall University in Queens, former Kansas City Comet, and with San Diego, the 2018-19 goalkeeper of the year, when he won 22 games. He only was credited with 19 this year. 1 was essentially stolen from him by Xavier Snare-Williams in Utica by allowing a bad goal that changed the scoreline. So you should think of him as a 20-game winner. He missed 2 games by suspension, 1 to COVID this year, and he has been the best keeper in the league. And if you want to say best player in the league, I mean, why not? Makes the difference. This is the fourth quarter. Over 1,500 here, waving their rally towels as the Sockers attack left to right. The Wave right to left. Milwaukee needs a +3 this quarter to keep their season alive. As Pardo has the ball headed to him to get things started. I really feel like that next goal is everything right now. Morgan staggers to try and bring that one down, and the ball back to the Wave. I mean, Milwaukee just has to have it. San Diego will make a quick rotation. And here comes Milwaukee on attack with Hain and the little man, Zay on the big man, Andre Hain, 2 Brazilians going at it. Bradley, now it's Leite. A Dale Dale San Diego chant is going right now from Los Brujos de 78, which Callum McClurg so graciously tried to say in the halftime ceremony. We appreciated it. He got close. 70. I should be one to talk, but I'm just a Duolingo guy, as Jerry knows. This ball will carry him to Boris Pardo, fluent in Spanish. Can't roll his R's, though. The son of Chilean ancestry. Sends it forward. Said he's never been able to roll his R's. I'm like, well, hey, you know, I barely can at all, and I've tried for 4 years running. This one will sail over an attempted child's header or something else, and Joey Capinos will flip it out to Alex Bradley as the Wave put together a great, it was a 9-for-9 save performance for Boris Pardo in that third quarter, according to the official stats. Incredible. Yep. Just incredible. I don't know who, I mean, there are other keepers who can do it, but that was spectacular because his size mattered. Here's Leite. He's got speed. He's got it off the wall. Past Gerson. Can Leo jump on this ball? It's an all or nothing for Steinwasser. And Steinwasser got it all. And took it back for the Wave. 5-2 as Pachar approaches. Heavily taped on both knees. Pachar with Pee-wee. Pachar into the corner. Pee-wee stays with him all the way through. Excellent defense. Number 69, Luis Pee-wee Ortega. Leite. And Steinwasser turns to face. In the middle is Gerson asking for the pass. Steinwasser can't get past Leo, though. Leo chips it away. Leo shoulders it down. That's a handball. And it's a direct kick coming for Milwaukee. And Ian Bennett steps on. He wants to be on the end of this, it looks like.
Starting the fourth quarter with it the way they did the third quarter here, Craig.
I agree. It just feels like a continuous pressure.
Yeah. It needs to happen, though.
Leite. Here's Marcio. Blocked by Pee-wee.
Oh.
Dumped by Marcio. And the Sockers will have the ball. 12:36 to play. Great, great effort by the Wave tonight. And that's what you want, right?
Yeah,
Championship
absolutely.
effort. You knew you'd get
Playoff time.
Sure is. The second half, so much pressure. Any other team, you think it'd be a different game. Leo bringing in Morgan. Tavoy in the corner. Tavoy's had a couple chances, but he has yet to mark. And if he does, I mean, it's big trouble for the Wave. You can just say that right now. Next goal is gigantic if the Sockers score it. Leo and Morgan once again. Tavoy faked to his right, turned to his left, tried to set up the second post on Felipe. It's back to Cerda. Sockers keep it alive. Cardenas and Felipe. Sockers can change and keep the defenders on the field. Important to note, it's the far change for Milwaukee, so they can't risk it. And San Diego can change, and Brandon makes it a 2v1. Brings in Morgan. What a save! Capino's maybe saving the season to date. As Felipe falls, no whistle falls. And Cerda keeps it alive. He scores! Cesar Cerda might just have put the Sockers through. First look at this. Woo. Then Cerda.
Thought he should have played that first time. Here. First time.
Then Morgan, the great save.
Yeah, it's a good save.
And next, it's Cerda stepping on it. It's an unassisted goal.
It's a great goal.
What a beautiful shot. At 3:29, the Sockers somehow, after all that attack, they're the ones who score.
29, Cesar.
That's a huge goal, Craig. This part of the game. There we go again.
Oh. And a foul on San Diego. Of course, an unassisted goal for Cerda. Cesar's first to the playoffs. He had 5 in the regular season. If you don't know, Cesar Cerda scored the championship winning goal last year in the mini game, in the magic minute. In the final minute, he scored against Ontario on an over-the-back pass by Craig Childs in the target. Shot blocked by Pino. And Milwaukee's going to keep on coming. They can still do it. There's 4 goals in indoor. Are you kidding me? They can do it in 2 minutes. There's under 11 to play. Lots of time. But that ball took a funny hop that didn't go the way of the Wave. And you got to say that after all that work, how deflating could it be?
No. Expanded a lot of energy in that third quarter too.
Pino was just going to lift a high ball that Grable does well to head forward to Ian Bennett. Bennett and Morgan tangle, and Tavoy wins the ball. And it's Rojo, and it's Charlie, and it's Morgan.
Here we go. Oh.
This one's going to get too far. Capino, he's going to be called for defensive clearance.
Whoa.
And the Sockers will get a top of the arc chance right here. And for Joey, I think that's the better alternative, I guess. He wanted to put it on the corner glass, obviously, but still better than the goal he would have conceded. Here we go. And is this where it becomes the dam breaking? It's Charlie. Hop and a skip. Childs with a tip. Morgan flips, looking for Leo, and it was knocked away by the Wave. 10-20, crowd's alive, Brujos alive, 6-2 the score. Here's Childs, Charlie, Childs, Charlie, Childs, off the wall! Just missed!
Would have been a great goal.
Cardenas lifted it to where he thought Childs might be. I know where Childs is. He's at the end of a shift. He's looking, but he can't yet. And now he is. Here comes Christian Gutierrez. Get out there, young buck. And again, Capino screams into the air as he gifts San Diego another chance to twist the dagger with a defensive clearance. Here's Craig Childs. Look at this give and go. How about the thigh trap? Childs, Morgan, Charlie. Nothing except a giveaway and a counter opportunity that is defused. Charlie Back to Morgan. Morgan, here he comes. Tavoy. Always missing the target. So playoff scenarios for San Diego with 9:30 left here in the fourth. Should they win in advance? Mitchell Cardenas brings this one down to Brandon Escoda. They'll face the lowest remaining seed. So if there's no upset, it'll be the winner of the 4v5, the Chihuahua versus Baltimore series, which Baltimore leads 1-0 going to Chihuahua tomorrow. Gutierrez on the attack. Over to Pee Wee as Gutierrez is ready to come off at the end of a long shift, and Morgan's ready to jump on. He'll first roll it back to Cardenas because Escoto was at the end of his as well. Here comes Mitchell. There's Leo. El Mágico, Leonardo de Oliveira, this week's Sockers Overtime guest. It's Morgan, lays it off. Mitchell off the wall, trying to return the favor. And that'll get shouldered out of play. And it'll go to, it looks like they're pointing it to San Diego. They are.
Yeah.
And the Sockers will change once again. Now, the only way that would change would be is if Dallas won. Out to Childs. To Carlos. To Leo. Leo! Diving save by Capinos. Might have been going wide, but he took no mistake. With a diving two-handed save. Joey Capinos, his head's in the game. Now Tavoy, look out. Skipping right-footed. Just missed. On his hot nights, all of these chances would have gone in. It's just the funny thing. He's one of the, I think he is the ultimate streak player right now in the league. Leo runs it down. We got a blue card on Tavoy Morgan and a must-score opportunity for the Milwaukee Wave as they go on the power play for the first time in the series. Or in the match, I should say. Sockers had a couple last game. They went 1 for 2. And there's the...
That's a blue card?
No, that is.
That is. Okay.
It's Pino. It's definitely Pino.
It was on here, Tavoy.
No, Tavoy, little shoulder touch, no problem. Here's Pino. Tatao. And that's why Guerrero's in the box, and there he is. Roughing on Pino. And with 8:16 left in the fourth quarter, it's time for a Wave power play and a Sockers penalty kill. This power play will count down either to 6:16 left in the fourth or to a Wave goal, which could cut into a 6-2 Sockers lead. San Diego could try and score shorthanded. And Luan Oliveira has come on for the super power play. The Ron Newman special, the super power play is on. It's 6v4 with an empty net. And it's blocked out by Cardenas. Stays in play. Alvarez circling and holding. Minute 38 on the super power play. Rolled out well by Pee Wee. And Leite has to chase it down in the corner, and if the Sockers can pressure, they do. It's Pee Wee, tips it for Gutierrez, who rings the crossbar. No mames, way. Minute 16 left in the PK. Ball's on the Sockers' toe, shorthanded. And there's Christian getting past Leite, feeding Pee Wee in the corner. Pee Wee does the smart thing, rags some time. Brings it back, slows it down. Cardenas then misconnects, but Bradley on the floor gets away with a quick restart off the foul that was called on light contact. Here's Gerson. There's 51 seconds left in the super power play. Here's Oliveira. Oliveira, the sixth attacker. Luan Oliveira, the left footer. Shoots, blocked away by Cardenas. 38 seconds on the man advantage. Leite, Oliveira. Oliveira stepped on by Serra, pressured by Gutierrez. Leite rescues it to Bradley. There's 28 seconds left on the super power play. It's Oliveira. Oliveira staggers for a moment, gets it back, comes on in. Here he comes, Oliveira to Bennett, who scores! Ian Bennett scores for the 30th straight game. He nets the must-score goal. And with 6:36 to play, it's 6-3. Tell me about this build-up, Banksy.
Good. Oliveira does great here, doesn't he? Very technical. That's Bennett. Yeah. Back post. Score those all day, through Boris's legs.
So a power play goal for Bennett. Those are his 2 scores so far of the playoff. Both in the fourth quarter, both on the power play. That one comes at 8:24 Both teams are 1 for 1 on their man advantage and a timeout, as I would dare to bet that this timeout is to rest all those players to come right back out in sixth attacker once they win the ball.
Yeah.
Almost no other choice you could make.
No, they have to. There's 6 minutes left.
So the Sockers could play potentially on the 21st, their home game. There's a very, very low percentage chance of the 17th. I don't think there's actually, now that St. Louis has been eliminated, any chance of the 17th, based on what I've seen of the opposing club's arena availabilities. So it could be a series that carries into next week, and San Diego won't know for sure if they win their playoff opponent until that 6 versus 3 series, Dallas-Kansas City, concludes on Tuesday night. Because if Dallas advanced, they would be the lowest remaining seed, and that's who the Sockers would play. But Dallas, to do that, would have to beat Kansas City on that blue turf twice. Sounds tough. That's what we said about Milwaukee coming in here. And it is tough. They're down 3. But there's 6:36 to go. And what a great half they've had, Biggs.
No, they've had a fantastic. Even the third quarter, too, they were very unfortunate. You know, apart from Boris's heroics, I mean, this game could have been level.
100%. 100%. And this is going to be given back to Milwaukee, and here's that chance for sixth attacker. Here's
Not
Bradley.
yet. Not yet. Oh, here he comes.
There he goes.
Yeah, there he goes.
6:23, 6:22 is when Luan Salas Oliveira steps on. Luan Oliveira runs to the north wall, crisscrossing with fellow Brasileño Marcio Leite. The Wave need 3 without San Diego scoring. The western goal to our right is empty. Here's Gordy Gerson. Oh, look out.
They didn't give it?
They don't call a foul, which they didn't. That's a defensive clearance on Pino, certainly, because he torpedoed the ball out of play.
Looked like a foul to me.
Well, no call. Let's see. Wow, sweep the leg.
Yeah.
No sense in. Leite chipped. Great pressure by Pino. Leo has the runner Gutierrez in front. Here's Leo. Rubs off the man, shoots the empty net. Rebound, score! After knocking on heaven's door all half. Posting out, Gutierrez in. And I think the Sockers are in too. 7-3 the score.
I'm surprised they didn't take him out there.
Leo's hard to take out.
At the post.
Inside of the post, so unlucky. But Christian Gutierrez, the master of the counter. Leo just the master of everything. The master of all he surveys, gets his 4th point. And the Sockers up 4 at 9:07. And no choice but to stay in 6 attacker for Milwaukee. Can't do anything else. So this is going to be a super entertaining end to this game. Kicked away from Bennett. Here we go. It's Pee-wee's turn with Serra. Pee-wee, Serra, Pee-wee. Oh, too cute by half. And they gave away the golden chance. that was kind of a Julie V. Gene Wilrich type.
Yep. Trying to be too cute, huh?
Tried to,
Yeah. We know.
And we reach the final 5 minutes, presented by Calafino Tequila. Enjoy the Fino things in life. Go to calafinotequila.com. Click the link here on Twitch to enjoy 10% off. This is a great chance. For a moment, Matos laid it off. Oh, back to Matos, blocked by Cardenas. Mitchell Cardenas blocks probably an auto goal. Bradley keeps it alive, tipped by Serra. Empty net continues, 4:38. Here's Grable, fires in, punch save Pardo. Serra, Gutierrez. Can't get that one to a winded Pee-wee. Serra, that one rifles out. Last touch by Milwaukee. And on the floor, Turner. Did that kick him on the way out? Let's take one look.
Oh, elbow.
Yeah.
Kind of.
As it went by.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing to be done. He's fine. He and Pino share a laugh. Not sure what the focus of the laughter was or who was laughing about what.
I don't know.
Don't think we should speculate from the top row. Here's Pardo. Now Capino's found his way back in. Leo. And Cardenas, and there's 4:13 left. 4 minutes to get 4 goals for Milwaukee. Every second the Sockers take like this from El Mágico. Just to watch Leonardo de Oliveira handle the football is worth the price of a season ticket here at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. One more year at Pechanga Arena next season. 22-23 season tickets are available. Sign up and join us now. Here comes Oliveira. And Gutierrez, Christian Gutierrez, gets hustled down by Matos. This one will stay west of the crease. Even without gloves, Oliveira picks it up. There's 3:33 left in the fourth quarter. The Sockers have shown their defensive prowess, the top defensive team in the league, the only team not to allow 100 goals in the regular season. Only allowed their 100th goal, if you count playoffs, in the fourth quarter last week. This one kicked away by Pardo again.
Uh-oh.
And Leite recovers with 3:08 left in the fourth. Oliveira chipped, Cerda, and Gutierrez. Here's Leite. Oh, good speed and nice turn. Now 2:45 left in the Wave season unless a miracle happens. What a great comeback to make the playoffs for the Milwaukee Wave. They needed to win 9 points in their last 3 games, and they got them all. They had bad fortune when Baltimore didn't come to town early in the year, and they were given a point for that, and people were upset that they got a point, but they could have had 3 points in that game. Here's Cerda. Cerda, Leite down, foul. I hope Marcio's okay. 2:17 left in the match. This Wave team played without their best bench, without their depth all year, Banksy. It was really, at one point, I mean, when they came in last time, it was Ian Bennett, I think Andre Hayne played the first quarter, and then maybe Steinwasser. And the rest of the team was guys who aren't playing tonight. Yeah. And they had a few games like that. They finally found their keeper that they could count on in Capinos, you know, who stepped in and did enough to get them to the playoffs. So it had a 700 save percentage down the stretch. And I just give them a lot of credit because there was a point where it really looked like, okay, well, Milwaukee's not going to make it. You know, and then give Ian Bennett a lot of credit. Yeah. You know, he winds up with 50 goals, and if he doesn't score 50 goals, they probably don't make the playoffs. I'm very confident Ian will win MASL MVP. The votes are already in, and I'm almost positive he'll win. And no one would say boo. You know, I think when a team does something like 23-0-1 and has special performers on it, I think that you can look there to a most valuable player. Yeah. And somehow when I just listen to people who talk about the league mentality isn't that. If you have a lot of good players in the team, they say, well, then no one's the most valuable because you're so good. Yep. But you look at the performance, you know, I mean, personally, my #1 ranking is Leo for the year because of what he does defensively, never mind 46 points, 33 assists. But Childs and Escoto and Charlie and time to get loud. Everyone standing and waving their rally towels with 2:15 left in the game. Clock starts on the roll as the Wave with an empty net face the pressure of Cerda, and Oliveira was tired, understandably. So Mario Alvarez has taken over as the 6th attacker. In fact, LSO's still out there. He's just switched to an attacking role. 2 minutes remaining in the match. The Sockers looking to win their 22nd in a row dating back to the regular season. Matos fires and it's kicked away by Rojo.
Make that Cardenas, I apologize. Mitchell Cardenas on that blocked shot. Ooh, whistling wide, past Pardo's hands, but past the wall as well. Leo cuts the middle. Running it through is Felipe. Cerda brings it back to Felipe with the sixth attacker in the net. And Felipe will delay time, step through, double team, shoot and score! The cherry on top, it's a salsa dance from Felipe Gonzalez. And it's an 8-3 lead for San Diego. The Sockers are going through.
Got fortunate there off the boards, but he did well. In off the post. Well done. I think he might have played it to himself, Craig.
I think he did as well.
He did.
At 13:32, got to get Felipe. I'm telling you, he's the smartest cat out there.
That was Tattoo's favorite one. Off the boards to himself.
Unbelievable quality from the San Diego Sockers club. They have just scored and they've defended with such passion tonight. You gotta appreciate their performance. Bennett fires off the Kaiser Permanente San Diego logo. Oh. And now it's Rojo's turn to thrive. Juan Manuel Rojo is on the counter and he has a goal on his mind. 9-3.
He's got some wheels. He's got some wheels.
Nah, hey, goodbye. Goodbye, Juan Manuel Rojo. A difference maker in this league, man.
Yeah.
A difference maker. Third goal of the playoffs from the back. At 13:52, 2 goals in 20 seconds for the San Diego Sockers to turn this score line into one that resembles the others we've seen, but that is not the game that was played.
No.
It's the result of an empty net.
Yeah.
And now they will put Joey Capinos in for the 60th minute, which is live. Blocked by Bennett. Blocked by Leo, the shot by Bennett. Juan Manuel Rojo with 2 tonight. Bicicleta try across. Here's Leo on the run. Why not a hat trick, says Rojo. Capinos says, I got there first, buddy. We play to the whistle. This isn't Little League. Leo, we play to the whistle, by the way, in 4th grade soccer. So, you teach that when you're kids. And credit to everybody for continuing to go. 20 seconds left in this show tonight. Going to 15:35 at Pechanga Arena, San Diego on short notice. Sockers with 13 seconds left. Will the captain get a bite of the apple? Capinos says no, emphatically. No little extra candy for you, my friend. Ha ha ha! Oh, does it count at the goal? It does not.
It didn't?
They waved it off in the corner.
Oh, no. Seemed to hit it as it went off.
You can't challenge that, and they won't. 9-3 is the final score. Full time from Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Credit to Joey K. standing up at the last moment for the pride of the Milwaukee Wave. Mass credit to the kid. Here's that run again. Great charging save by Capinos. Just to deny a 10th goal, but hey, that tells you the heart of the player.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Never, ever give
up. It's a
up.
great game, Craig. I enjoyed that.
The San Diego Sockers, the champions of the West, the winners of the MASL Shield. We saw it become a supporters shield. We heard the commissioner, Keith Tozer, call it a supporters shield as he awarded it via Sean Bowers to our supporter representatives tonight, representing all our great San Diego Sockers fans. And a special moment is coming up here, Banksy, as those supporters will present the shield to the team now.
Oh, nice.
After the handshakes are done, we'll have that moment to come already. While we wait, let's get in tonight's front wave goal of the game. Had to be.
Had to be, yeah. Quality.
Left-footed brilliance.
Yeah, great strike.
And the wall fake. The speed, the confidence.
Ball had eyes on it.
Bravery to go down that wall at such speed. Sometimes the uneven turf out there, too.
Yeah.
Absolute crackerjack. Boris Pardo is the man of the match. He's down with Melissa May. Oh, here comes the Shield presentation. Guys, let's oh, boy. Here we go.
Contenders usually in this league. You've ended their season. How does that make you feel?
It feels great right now, but the job's not done. I mean, it's just the quarters. So we got the semis. We got to prepare for what's to come. We know it's going to be a battle between either Chihuahua or Baltimore. We're just focused on the next task right now. But, yeah, enjoy the night. We deserved it. It was a good battle. They gave up a good fight, but in the end, we were just very clinical with our finishes. So, and the guys in the back, they stood on their head making blocks, and I made the saves that I needed to.
Playoffs is a little bit different than the regular season, and this is the first playoff game you've had at home since the 2018-2019 season. How would you rate this crowd tonight?
Unbelievable. It's great. It's great to see the fans again. The fans are great. It's just nice to see people back in the seats and back to normal. So we want to give them a good show. I think we did that tonight. They want to see goals. We did that, and it's just a great evening.
Momentum kind of shifted in that second quarter. Milwaukee got 2 goals back. How did you make sure to stay on task that they didn't score too many more?
I mean, we know they're going to score at least 1 or 2, maybe even 4 or 5. Who knows? It's just if they score on you, we got to get on with it. Fix the problem right away, and we go from there. It's 1 goal at a time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So the guys were focused, steady, and we came out on top. So extremely proud of them.
Speaking of the guys, it seems like a lot of guys are just offense, defense, whatever they have to do, specifically like Christian Gutierrez. He's been playing defense quite well, and then you've got Rojo on defense scoring a hat trick tonight. What does that say about the depth of this team?
I mean, you don't know where the attack's going to come from, and that's how we like it. So keep the other teams guessing. We got to stick to our game plan and to be aggressive when we finish.
Well, speaking of the fans, I'm sure they like exactly what you guys did tonight. Congratulations. Go enjoy this win. Back to you up in the booth.
Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate it. With Boris Pardo, 100% your man of the match tonight. A Nogueira-esque performance indeed. Calm under pressure, at his best when needed, and of so many incredible saves for Boris Pardo tonight, what winds up being our fan saves save of the game? I think I know. The combo.
Yeah.
Had to be. Another look as Pardo diving to his left, still on his feet. Notice the tension on the left leg here as you get the floor replay. Keeps that tension, doesn't flop. He's still an active player. Oh man, all the work he does with Victor Melendez. Mornings at Bradley Park in the cold at 8 a.m. Parrying away foam tennis balls from a tennis racket. On rebound drills, it leads to saves like that. Mad credit to the San Diego Sockers, and mad credit to our supporters. Banksy, as the Sockers take the victory lap, our supporters are right on in there. I see Rojo is wearing Cowboys sombrero. Absolutely incredible. The MASL Shield winners, the San Diego Sockers, and now first round winners. 22 in a row. That credit to the kids who came out on a Sunday night on a school night. Some of you are in spring break, I'm sure. Checking the final stats real quick. 27-15, the final shots in favor of Milwaukee after the Sockers got 7 in that fourth quarter. It was 22-7, the shots in the second half. All the last 3 goals against 6 attackers were unassisted. And now I'm going to go to team stats because I want to get that saves number on Boris Pardo. What a game Boris had. I know, right? A lot is the answer, and then I naturally clicked the wrong thing really fast. Muchos saves. The answer is credited with 13. I think it was more. But I'll tell you this, he had 2 in the first half. So, you know, it's 11 in the second half, and just dynamite saves, and saves under incredible pressure as Milwaukee, a proud, talented team, really tried to make something of it. But in the end, the Sockers get 4 goals in that fourth quarter, 3 against 6 attacker pressure, and they win going away by a 9-3 score. Well, Banksy, I truly appreciate your time up here on behalf of all of the indoor soccer fans around the country and watching around the world here on Twitch for your time and your expertise up here.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. Great performance. Glad we won. Now looking ahead to the semi-final, right?
Yes. So we kind of went through it very briefly. Stay tuned is the best way I can put this, folks. So stay right here on MASL Soccer tomorrow for that incredible doubleheader, potentially. Chihuahua and Baltimore, that's what the Savage are counting on.
Yeah.
Chihuahua needs to win, get that mini game, and win that. Baltimore with the Hall of Famer, William Vanzella, in net, with Dantas back, with so many guys up and down the line that we could mention. They are going to bring it as well. They have the experience. They have come from not so great regular seasons to be playoff beasts in the past, in this league, in the MASL. So no one to be taken advantage of, but that's going to be an incredible night, Monday Night Football right here. And then Tuesday, Dallas has to go on the road and do that in Kansas City. The Comets now heavy favorites. Dallas had to win at home. They did not. And as such, Kansas City will have that chance to close out at home. But hope springs eternal. You never know who comes up with a sprained ankle or doesn't feel good that day. And Dallas is going to go in there determined and talented and ready to win. So we'll find out. That's back-to-back nights right here on MASL Soccer. Check it out on Twitch. Tell a friend to subscribe to the MASL_soccer channel right here on Twitch. And while you're at it, at San Diego Soccer's, where Jerry Jimenez and I will be on with Soccer's Overtime Tuesday at 5 p.m., recapping this series with a special guest live at 5:30 and taking you into the second round and doing a little live discussion probably of that Dallas-Kansas City match. So until then, it's time to say thanks to a lot of special people behind the scenes who have made this broadcast possible. From San Diego, California, our TVX Sports Video crew. Executive producers Ted Bendrick and myself. Our producer on the scene, the Slizzer, Randall Sliz. Director Reina Orozco. Our camera operators Chris Hazel, Michael Beck, and Beto Oimos. Is that an L or an I? Almost. I almost got it right. I almost had it. And then I didn't. Mark Hattersley's on the ones and twos. For Melissa May, for David Banks, I'm Craig Elston saying thanks to you for making us part of your Sunday night. The Sockers make it 22 in a row. They beat Milwaukee by a 9-3 score. We'll see you in the semifinals. Until then, so long from San Diego.